in McDonald's. I was a student when I was working at McDonald's. There was not a family relying on me to pay the rent, put food on the table, and keep the bills paid by the end of the month. But the reality of McDonald's is that a majority of the folks who are working there today are relying on that income to sustain a household and a family. And if we want to talk about these golden arches being a symbol of the best of America, well, the arches are falling short. And we have got to recognize that working people deserve livable wages. Working people deserve in these places.
What about the school teachers, the doctors, the nurses, the police, the truck drivers? They doing way more than giving people a double burger with cheese. And ain't no knock against the people at McDonald's, but what about the people at Wendy's, Taco Bell, Chipotle, Chick-fil-A? Them people deserve a raise. They do a hell of a job at Chick-fil-A. I think they need to be getting $150 an hour with that good service. What about the people bagging up at Walmart, stocking the shelves in the grocery stores, construction workers, military people? What about these people? She talking about them golden arches. We don't give a damn if it's McDonald's or McDowell's. They got the Big Mac. We got the Big Mick. Who cares? She going on and on about Mickey D's. She said she was a struggling. Do she even got kids? Why would she be struggling at McDonald's? She make it seem like she was raised up rough.
To know that
Run that back.
Income to sustain a household and a family. And if we
Run that all the way back. Run it back.
I worked in McDonald's. I was a student when I was working at McDonald's. There was not a family relying on me to pay the rent, put food on the table, and keep the bills paid by the end.
What family was relying on her to pay the rent and put the food on the table when she was just a student working at McDonald's? Was she living in a crack house or something? Was she in Job Corps? Who in the world she had to provide for? She ain't got kids, do she? What's she talking about?
End of the month. But the reality of McDonald's is that a majority of the folks who are working there today are relying on that income to sustain a household and a family. And if we want to talk about these golden arches being a symbol of the best of America, well, the arches are falling short. And we have got to recognize that working people deserve livable wages. Working people deserve in these places to know that they're...
Man, lower the rent. Lower the price of everything. Lower the gas. Lower the groceries. Eggs shouldn't be $10 a dozen. And they said she the reason why a lot of this stuff is going on. They blaming inflation on her vice presidency. And she going on and on about Mickey D's. Lower the price of them damn Happy Meals. You go to McDonald's, you paying Applebee's prices. You better off going to Longhorn. You'll get a better meal. I don't get it, man. She going on and on. Who cares about McDonald's, man? Either you gonna eat it or not. People got options. But we ain't got no option but to pay the rent. We ain't got no option but to get gas. We ain't got no option but to buy groceries. If people don't want to go to McDonald's, that's their choice. What is she talking about?
A safe working environment, which means free from any physical harm, including sexual assault or abuse or harassment.
Hey, how did Kamala Harris work at McDonald's when in Berkeley they were outlawed? Not till 2009 there were any fast food restaurants in there. How'd she work there? Read it for yourself. But let's check something else out. Why doesn't Kamala from the block mention her home in Montreal? Westmont High School. Money, money, money. She attended Vanier College in 81 and 82. Let's say she misspoke and she thought McDonald's was there. March 16th, 1985. I was there in a weightlifting competition. And there, that's the proof. The Coupe d'Excellence right over there in Montreal. At Vanier College, at the rec center that they had.
Wow.
She never worked at McDonald's. She lied, just like Tim Waz lied about his service. Anything 20 years, 25 years back, you can go and dig it up if it's true. But if you're lying, watch. She'll never mention it again.
All that sounded convincing and everything, but he was talking fast like them info commercials. He could have been capping. So before I take his word for anything, I'm going to look at some of the stuff he posted on the screen to see if it's any facts to that before I go along and say Kamala lied about working at McDonald's.
Physical harm, including sexual assault or abuse or harassment.
Hey, how did Kamala Harris work at McDonald's?
Okay, let's see if we can get in on this. It say the recommendation to lift the quick service carry-out service prohibited came to the city planning commission, the Downtown Business Association, which had asked for the original prohibition in 1999, is now in favor of its lifting. What that got to do with McDonald's? He trying to say that they removed every McDonald's from where she was living at, so it was impossible for her to work at McDonald's. Who ain't got no Mickey D's? You go anywhere in the world. Quebec, they got Mickey D's in Australia, Alaska, all across. They got it in Japan, China. Ain't no place. Do they got a McDonald's in Jamaica? Because I know them nuggets jerk fire if they do. Do they have a Wendy's do they got room for all that in Jamaica? Somebody let me know. I need to go down there. Do they got Chick-fil-A in Jamaica? I bet that customer service rude. Shout out to my Jamaican people out there. Hold on, run that back one more time.
Or abuse or harassment.
Hey, how did Kamala Harris work at McDonald's when in Berkeley they were outlawed? Not till 2009 there were any fast food restaurants in there. How'd she work there? Read it for yourself.
I will, because I ain't taking your word for a damn thing. He said, but was not a moratorium, Mark said. We called the moratorium, but we actually just changed the zoning code. If it had been a moratorium, it would have been automatically expired a long time ago. Anybody could have wrote that. He could have wrote that. It don't make no sense to me.
Well, let's check something else out. Why doesn't Kamala from the block mention her home in Montreal?
Because ain't nobody ask her about that. Why they picking on her like that? Kamala Harris, California. These people doing all types of research and digging in on Kamala. They can't stand her. And you would expect stuff like this. So I ain't about to go on and hop on that bandwagon with everybody else. I ain't about to do that. Because I see what they doing. But it might be some facts to all this. I'm going to run it back one more time. Shut up and listen. Y'all need to shut up and listen too. Listen at this.
Hey, how did Kamala Harris work at McDonald's when in Berkeley they were outlawed? Not till 2009 there were any fast food restaurants in there. How'd she work there? Read it for yourself. But let's check something else out. Why doesn't Kamala from the block mention her home in Montreal? Westmont High School. Money, money, money. She attended Vanier College in 81 and 82. Let's say she misspoke and she thought McDonald's was there. March 16th, 1985. I was there in a weightlifting competition. And there, that's the proof. The Coupe d'Excellence right over there in Montreal at Vanier College at the rec center that they have.
I don't know. He talking too fast. It seemed like he trying to pull a fast one on us. I ain't gonna take nothing he said as facts. If she worked at McDonald's, I can't see her working at McDonald's. But at the same time, who hasn't worked at McDonald's? It's a common job. A lot of people work in these places, especially for your first job. I wouldn't be surprised if she did, but they saying that she lying and she ain't never worked at McDonald's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, go f- yourself.
Well, damn.
They're coming after her summer job. What? 45 years ago. They're saying she never worked at McDonald's, guys. Because it wasn't on her resume. And apparently some confirmed source.
I hope it ain't on my resume. I mean, what good is gonna do you, especially in the line of work that she in? How that's gonna help her achieve anything in corporate America? She all the way in the White House. Why would she even put that down? Especially if it was so long ago, it ain't got nothing to do with her profession. You think when she go to be the president of the United States, she got to remember to put Mickey D's on her resume so they could put her in office guaranteed? I don't think it mattered at this point. And so what if she didn't work at McDonald's and she said she worked at McDonald's? She probably forgot. She probably don't flip so many burgers in her lifetime. She might as well work at McDonald's. And I ain't trying to make excuses for Kamala, but they taking this to the next level.
Says there's no record of her employment from probably 45 years ago. Yeah. That's where we're at politically in this country. So just remember, even though you're almost 60, you need to keep your resume updated with every employment you've had throughout your entire life, including your summer job at McDonald's. And that is still relevant and necessary on your resume when you are being elected to the highest office that your country has to offer. So, just, we all learned a lesson here today. Bring back the snack crap.
They trying to convince the world that Kamala Harris is a liar. She ain't telling the truth. Can't trust her. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. They saying she never worked at McDonald's. They probably ain't even had video cameras back then. They can't go back and get no proof. Who gonna hold on to them dusty-ass applications from 1985 to prove rather if she worked at McDonald's or not? I'm pretty sure it's plenty of places I worked at. They ain't got my old resume, and why would they? You go to Friendly's or something like that. A lot of y'all don't even know what Friendly's is, but I worked there before. You go to Caravels or all them old places. A lot of these places out of business. Now, McDonald's still up and running, but they ain't had no digital database back then to keep everybody application. It is what it is. They can't take her word for nothing. She could say that she shop at Whole Foods. They gonna be looking for receipts. Kamala never shopped at Whole Foods. They nitpicking for every little thing, but they adamant about this here. They going in on her. They ain't gonna let her live this down, and she ain't even make it to the presidency yet. So just imagine what it's gonna be like when she do get up in there. I believe she gonna get up in there. I don't know what it's gonna be like. All you can do is pray for Kamala. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. I got so much love for y'all. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And one more thing, subscribe to my channel if that's what you...
Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want. But if that's not what you like, then you must be a punk. Hold on now, here we go. Who is this girl? She got that junk in her trunk. Baby girl, back it up, poke out your rump. It's S.A.T.